Hi lovelies. So today I thought it would be fun to share with you one of my recipes of strawberry scone. It's Valentine's week and who doesn't love a good and quick recipe for your loved ones? So here's the recipe of my strawberry scones. In my measuring cup I have some half and half cream. You can also do this with milk if you want. To my cream I am adding some eggs and I am adding some vanilla extract after that. I'm just going to whisk this until everything is combined together, and then I'll set it aside while I get to work on mixing my dry ingredients. So here I have some all-purpose flour in my bowl. I'm going to be adding some sugar to this. These aren't super sweet, so we are not adding a ton of sugar, but it's just enough to give it a bit of sweetness. I'm also adding some baking powder to it for a nice lift. Also adding a touch of salt. Now whisk everything together. It's really important to whisk it nicely because you want to make sure that baking powder is really well incorporated into your flour, and that will give you an even lift. Now the most important part is adding the butter. So I have some butter over here and I've cut it into cubes. It's got to be very cold, very chilled. So the colder your butter, the more delicious your scones will be. You can do this in the food processor, but I'm just going to use my hands to break it up. We are going to get our butter cubes into the bowl, and then I'm going to use my hands to work my butter into the flour mixture, basically, so that we have something that resembles coarse crumbs. You might have some larger chunks of butter or some smaller chunks of butter, but it's okay. It's important that you get the butter sort of broken as best as you can. I've got some nicely chopped strawberries. Now I'm going to add them into the mixture. I don't want to overmix them because I don't want to squish them. I want to leave them as nice big chunks. Now I'm adding the wet ingredients to the bowl. So we are going to mix it until it forms a nice and sticky dough. It's totally fine if the dough is sticky. Now to form my scones, I'm going to start by dividing the dough, and then I'm going to transfer the dough onto a surface that has been flowed liberally to prevent from sticking. Now I'm going to get this into about an inch of thickness disc. Okay. Now I'll take a knife and cut this into scone shapes. You can make them round also, but I prefer this shape. Now transfer these scones to a baking sheet. Brush the top with a little milk. I'm also going to sprinkle some sugar on it, icing sugar on it, to give that nice golden crunch. Now you can bake them right away, but I'm going to recommend you to put this in the freezer for about 15 to 30 minutes before baking them. The colder these are when they go into the oven, the taller and yummier they're going to be when they come out. While they're getting chilled, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees centigrade, and then let the scones cook for about 17 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on them towards the end because they can tend to get too brown too quickly. If they are browning too quickly, just cover them with a little bit of aluminum foil. This will prevent the browning process and allow them to finish. When they are done, just cool them for about 5 to 10 minutes, during which you can make your glaze. Just add some confectioner's sugar and a bit of milk or cream and a touch of vanilla and mix them everything together and make this amazing glaze, which you can pour over the cool down scones. Enjoy!